My name is Angela Hope. I'm one half of Hope and Benson, and we are handbag designers, handbags and accessories. I work in a renovated milking parlour, which is my studio, which is actually in the same grounds as my home, which is a traditional stone cottage in North Leitrim. And I actually commute to work by walking past sheep and cattle, and it's at the foot of the most beautiful mountains, so I'm very lucky. From the age of around 3, I think, I decided I wanted to be a fashion designer, although nobody believed me then, but I was determined, so I did a degree in fashion and worked in that area for many years. Part of the reason for moving to Ireland was to become creative again, but I knew I didn't want to do clothing. So I decided to work back within textiles and to make handbags, and that's really how the business started, and it's grown from there. In terms of what inspires me, it's pretty much everything. I don't know if it was the training I got during the degree course or whether I sort of had this beforehand, but literally everything I see inspires me. It could be a pile of rubbish, a pile of leaves, a rusty tin roof, or something more traditionally beautiful like a landscape. But I guess it all just comes together and you know, it's like a big melting pot really. But when it comes down to actually designing, it's definitely the fabrics that are available, the colours and the textures. And we're very lucky here in Ireland to have several traditional mills like Foxford, Avoca, Hanley's, where you can just draw on years of experience, and you've got these fantastic fabrics that we can then combine with our shapes and the flowers and ribbons that we use to embellish the bags. And I think that's what really comes together and creates, you know, makes the designs that we create. I would describe our bags as, some people say they're quite quirky. I suppose they've got personalities, they're colourful, they're very textured, they're tactile, that because we use wool mainly, or nearly always, they've got a nice soft, textured, tactile appearance. And you do sometimes see people with them sat on their laps actually stroking them. I think there's something about the comfort blanket in them. But I guess they're kind of in between craft and fashion as well. You know, they sort of fall between two stools. But I think the main thing they do is they seem to make people happy. People smile when they see them and when they touch them, and that's a great feeling to see. I love that. The process starts with designing the shape. So we sketch out the various shapes we want to use. And then we move into choosing the fabrics, the colours, the textures, and then we link those with the flowers that we want to embellish the bags with. And many of these are actually handmade for us by other designers or small teams. And then it's very much into the production of the bags. So it starts off with cutting the cloth. We then sew the pieces together. We sew the lining to the outside of the bag, put on the straps and the ribbon, and then finish it with a top stitch and a press. We use industrial pressing machinery that gives it a really nice crisp finish. And then that's it, that's the process. It sounds really easy, but obviously it's a bit more complex than that. I enjoy the initial design process, choosing the fabrics and putting them together, but what I enjoy even more than that is the finished piece, seeing all of those elements come together, because you can never really tell how it's going to look, even though you've been doing it for a long time. In terms of our bags being purchased by any influential organisations, the Handbag Museum in Amsterdam actually bought one of our bags, and it's on permanent display as an example of 20th century design, which is a real stamp of approval, I think, and it's going to be there for generations to see. So that makes us feel pretty good.